Hi, my name is Jody and I go to Jones Technical Institute. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to do a bearing adjustment on a 2006 Durango differential with it's an open differential with limited slip. First of all, you want to make sure you have your safety glasses. And I'm going to be showing you with here. I took off one bearing cap so that you could see where the bearing is threaded on this particular one. Other bearings will use a shim instead, and that way it'll, you can move it left or right, and this is how you do it. So I just took off one just to show you what it looks like before I take out the carrier and show you the placement and what this actually looks like with the tool. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, now that I have the carrier out, all you can see is the pinion gear. And this is the tool that you use. This is called a bearing preload wrench. And pretty much, instead of using your regular bearings and shims, this pretty much connects in through the drive shaft, and as you can see, you got to get it fitted in, and then you can rotate it whether you want to go one way or the other, and then you've got to proceed to do it on the other side. So if you're moving it to the right hand side, you have to move this bearing over a little bit and then move this one back a little bit. That way it adjusts when we're looking for backlash on the ring gear to the pinion. So this is the tool that you use, and I'm going to do a demonstration to show you how you use it. So I'm going to put everything back together. The one thing you want to make sure is you can see that these are threaded. Now, on the actual carrier, there and the case, there are actually thread marks inside of here that you want to have the outer part, so you want this part to be on the inside and this part to be facing the drive shaft. So you place that in the threading, and then you would proceed to put the carrier back in onto the pinion. So, holding your roller bearings, you want to be careful not to pinch your fingers. And you would just drop that in, make sure that this is sitting, the threading is sitting here, and that the carrier is back in place. Then you will proceed to put the bearing caps back on, which are torqued to 100 foot-pounds. So the bearing caps are a certain way. You want to make sure that when you take it apart, that you keep the bearing caps left to left, right to right, so you don't get confused. So this one, these have a screw. It is, it's called an adjuster lock screw. Those are also torqued down to 7.5 foot-pounds, but I'll show you what it looks like. So this happens to be the right side of the differential. You want to kind of hand tighten a little bit. And sometimes they don't want to go in properly because it might be that I have this screw. Go on this side and see if that helps a little bit. Potentially have it on the wrong side. And see, I screwed up. I put it on the wrong side. So lesson learned. So with a 19, you can go in and just get it to where this one does not seem to want to go in, so let's see what's going on here. And part of the reason might be because I'm at an angle here, and that can always cause an issue. There we go. I fixed it. Just needed to be readjusted. It seems like when you're at this angle, it's not as easy to put. There we go. Okay, and like I said, these are going to be 100 foot-pounds. Um, and forgetting the safety glasses. So I did remember the safety glasses. You always want to have the safety glasses in the shop. I forget sometimes, but presentation, safety glasses. So then you would replace the other cap. Now, the way the tool would work is you would place it inside the axle like so. And you can't really see, but you have to kind of lift it a little bit to line it up so that it's in there. Now, the size, I believe, is what did I say, a 17. Which, I'm just using, and I'm going to try to get this closer so you can see what's going on here. So as you can't really see it very well, but as you are turning, so if I want to go forward, obviously, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. So I want to go forward, so you would place this like this and just tap it a couple times, and that moves the bearing over. Now, obviously, you don't want to tighten this all the way, which was my mistake. You want to have them just hand tightened and loose, so that way the bearings can move. And then you'd repeat on the other side, going the opposite direction, and that moves the carrier away or towards the pinion, so that way you can get your backlash reading. Okay, so I just wanted to show you, this right here is a locking piece that has a locking screw. This is a bearing locker. So there are holes, like I showed you in the beginning, inside of the bearing. And this clip has an area where it would sit in the hole, and you would adjust it like so, and then you'd put the screw in here, and like I said, that's 7.5 foot-pounds. That holds the bearing in place so that it doesn't move back or forth while things are moving and vibration of the vehicle. This is the rear end of the vehicle, so a lot of vibration and bouncing. So this prevents it from moving and getting out of whack. So yes, this is the part that you would do after you were finished with torquing everything down. Bearing caps are back on. Everything is adjusted the correct way. And then you would replace, put these on with the screw. And that is when you would put the cover plate on. The cover plate is 30 foot-pounds. And that's it. That's how you do the differential. All right. Thanks. Have a good day.